Hey y'all, it's your girl Stephanie. This is Wrestling Color Podcast right here on YouTube. Make sure you thumbs up the video. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe. Make sure you follow me on Pinterest and follow me on Instagram, where I'm most active. Intergalactic Juggernaut on TikTok, where I post memes. And apparently I was told that I'm not a real person because I guess robots post like lusting after Roman Reigns clips. I guess. I mean, that's kind of like a niche, but whatever. So I'm over there if you want to see what clips I got going on. Make sure you follow. I am winding down on this education piece, and I will be having more time to dive into this. And I just want to shout out new subbies. How y'all doing? Stick around. Tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend you hate to come and listen to me. Complain about wrestling, and not so much as complain, but make more observations, right? I will be going to SmackDown April 21st, so that's going to be fun because it's going to be after WrestleMania, and I have no idea who's going to be there because I got t-shirts specifically for my faves, and if we go to SmackDown and my faves are over there and I got the wrong shirt, I'm going to feel some kind of way, but I am getting the LA Knight shirt because I like LA Knight, and my son, he wants, I think he says Sheamus. So we're gonna move away from our normal shirts of Bobby Lashley and Roman Reigns and the New Day, and I got Bianca Belair, and we're gonna get some new stuff, some new merch for the show coming up. So what we talking about? Let's just dive into this. So I was online and came across this article with Swerve Strickland, 1/4 of the defunct Hit Row, because ain't no way Hit Row is doing anything outside of being berated by Michael Cole. Very sad how Hit Row just delved into a vortex of just terrible loserdom. Anyway, that's another podcast for another day. So, according to Mr. Strickland's, he said women get really invested in romance, not just a strong female character who can beat up anybody. Women get attracted and attached to, oh, she was with him, he was with her, but he was in a love triangle with her. So Swerve suggested that wrestling could benefit from enhancing more romantic storylines, and he thinks that's how it's going to get the ladies. Let's listen to Swerve say it for himself, shall we? Let's see what he has to say. All right, there we go.
So my question is like, now for me, is what would catch the female's attention?
Okay.
That's where I'm like that.
First problem is you're calling women females, and I don't know how many fucking times we have to tell you guys, female is dehumanizing because there is only one species that is a woman, and that's a human. Stop calling women females. Okay? And when you say, well, y'all call men males, this is a patriarchal society. There's a power dynamic there. Me calling you a male does nothing to you as opposed to you calling me a female. I don't have the same level of power. So let's just move away from that word. Women, let's continue.
That's where. So my thing was like, you know what? Like wrestling taps all these emotions. You always get the grudge match. Like,
and real quick, he asked the lady that was on the show what was she into, and she was like, "Huh?" So he just stopped talking to her.
I'm better than you. Who's better than me? Like you know, like here's the title belt. Let's fight for it. Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay, that's a very surface level emotion. Mm-hmm. Like now it's like, what about betrayal? What about sorrow? What about sadness? What about how do you embrace? Like then. There's a bunch of different levels to that. There's comedy. There's like all these things you can portray. Like one thing we don't tap anymore that we used to do back in the day was romance.
Yeah.
Women get really invested in romance. Female character, not just like a strong female character that can beat up anybody. No, women get attracted and attached to like, oh, she's with him, he's with her, but he has a love triangle with her. But then there's this girl that's trying to get in between that, like the way me and my
girl
White Lotus and put it in wrestling,
like Real Housewives, the same way I describe like wrestling storylines.
Exactly.
Okay, so here's the problem. I don't watch Real Housewives, so I don't really care for that brand of He said, she said. Now, I have watched it in the past, but that's not giving me what I want. The problem is, AEW specifically, here's the issue, why women are like not really over there. AEW is not family oriented, and we saw that with what is his name? Maxwell J. Friedman deciding to throw a cup of liquid on the child. See, you're not going to do that to my child. And I don't give a fuck about what no other man who's like fucking standing and busting nuts feels about how they would feel if they got a drink thrown on them as a 12-year-old. That's not something I take my son to these shows for. I take him to have fun. Now, if we're in you know, where a wrestler can reach out and touch my child, you better be giving them pounds. Or you could do like Bailey. She'll take their signs and rip it and keep it pushing. You don't have to get all physical and in my person like that. I thought that was absolutely horrific. The way AEW handled it, great. But the way most of the internet community was going on about it, awful. That's AEW's first problem. Next problem. I don't know where y'all got the idea that women just want to see like salacious storylines. Let's go over here to WWE. We did not want to see Bobby Lashley and motherfucking Rusev and Lana and no cuckold. That was absolutely ridiculous. It was going on and on and on. They looked absolutely terrible, and the undertones, which I've talked about on one of my podcasts, was redonkulous, okay? Because all it turned into was a bunch of memes of Lana getting blacked and brazzers and all that. We did not like when Naomi was in a feud with Mandy Rose, because Mandy Rose all of a sudden thought Jimmy wanted to fuck her, and for whatever reason Naomi got no payback. That was like fair weather and ridiculous. We did not like that. We did not like that at all, okay? AEW, right now y'all having issues with storylines, so I don't see where y'all would even fit a storyline that would captivate a lady to watch y'all shit. But I can tell you what you could do. Wardlow is big and fine and good looking, okay? Hopefully he's not a MAGA robot, but most wrestlers are these days. Anyway, outside of that, give Wardlow to the ladies. How can you do that? Put Wardlow in a suit. Give him that. You can put two ladies on the side. You can put him in a stable full of handsome men. You can let him throw his weight around. You can let him talk shit. You can let him go in the ring and beat motherfuckers up. He don't even need a belt. That sex appeal alone, oozing what is considered quote-unquote masculinity for wrestling standards, telling the women, hey, come in, sit on my lap, all that weird shit. Some women like that. And if it's a good-looking man doing it, oh, they're going to go over. That's what women want. Why do y'all think we don't like wrestling? The storyline with the bloodline, it's not just men enjoying that shit. Have you seen the audience? It's women in the audience too. And it does help that Roman Reigns is a good-looking motherfucker, okay? We are well aware that Roman Reigns is happily married and he got 5 kids. That's a married man with kids. But we also can suspend our imagination and picture us fucking him. And I'm sure he's well aware of that, okay? He knows what he's doing when he's swinging the handcuffs and he's clanking walking all slow, smiling, clanking the belts together like, yeah. He know what he's doing. Winking at the camera. When we went to see him at Extreme Rules, when I tell you it was, all you heard was kids and cats. The cats were the ladies. Because he came out and it was like, the guys in there was fuming when Roman Reigns is out there. Now, Jey Uso, we didn't know Jay was doing it like that. Jay got that dog in him. We like, ooh, yeah, he barking. That's my family. When you got a man who is willing to do anything for his family and make sure he is taking care of that family, we know Jay is happily married with children. And that's even better because we know he is willing to take care of his family. Some of that Jay is talking about on TV is real. Jay don't play about his brother Jimmy. We already know that. If you watch Total Divas, Jay don't play about Jimmy. He was crying and carrying on when he was getting married, like he was losing his brother. When you watch their documentary on the WWE network, which is really good, them two, they don't play about each other, so that makes sense. We turned all the way on, like, don't let Roman Reigns break up you and your brother. Your mama ain't raised you like that. That's where we coming from, okay? Even Sami Zayn and KO. No, they're not the most attractive looking guys, but the story is like, oh, they best friends. We love a best friend. You know, girl, you know us ladies, we don't play about our best friends. And then to put into boot, you beating a motherfucker up too? Oh yes. When Sammy hit Roman in the back, it wasn't just men yelling. It was women too. We're not all into just who fucked who and who shot. No. We want to see hardcore shit. Women like MMA. Women like fucking jiu-jitsu. Women. How you gonna say we just like, get us by looking at love triangles and shit when we ladies literally turn on Unsolved Mysteries, First 48, Snapped, The Best Law and Order, SVU. We turn it to motherfucking ID Network and go to sleep. How you gonna tell women that listen to that shit that we just want to watch who fucking who? No. We want to see who fucking who and who finna get murdered for fucking him. Okay? So, with the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Real Housewives shit, the women who watch that aren't watching wrestling. I'm gonna tell you that now. Now, the women who watch Bad Girls Club or Love and Hip Hop or even fucking Zeus, them bitches is watching wrestling. Okay? I'm not even going, let me not even sit here and tell a fib. I got Zeus for one. I paid it for a month, watched all the shows, and I was like, I'm not doing it again. Because now y'all put the shit on TikTok, so I don't even have to watch it. But at the end of this podcast that I'm about to play the rest, it got a little bit stupid, and we got to address it, and then we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. So listen to this.
This is not real. I mean, hey.
But it doesn't matter.
It's only entertainment.
I get it, but like, yo, calm down on the investment. Like, yeah.
Why not?
No, but that's what makes you. That's what gets.
But that's the point, and that's the argument. That's the argument.
And I get that, but I think there's a level of investment that it supersedes the reality. And I don't. And I'm not.
No. You're right.
I'm just saying, like, I don't like that because then it's just like, if I say, well, I don't care, or like, that's whack, or whatever, like, you get mad because I don't care about their bullshit.
Well, no, you don't care.
I don't know why this man is on this podcast talking to a wrestler and then is talking about it's fake and woo. Football fucking sucks. Basketball sucks. Whatever you niggas like to sit and talk about rappers, who's the greatest rapper of all times, and what Jordan is the best, all that fucking sucks. None of that's real. It's materialistic, it's stupid, it's bullshit. I can say the same thing. I watch wrestling. I'm well aware that it is scripted, but the people that are in there are literally hitting each other sometimes, and sometimes they miss the mark, and it's fine. It's fun. It's entertainment. I don't say that about football. Them motherfuckers is getting CTE. They beating they women. They fucking killing people. They doing drugs. They doing all kinds of shit, and you niggas sit there and watch it. So, again, going back to Swerve Strickland, the way to get the ladies is not to put on Real Housewives type shit. Keep doing what you're doing, but target the women with the good looking men. That's it. That is the story. That is the compelling storyline. Wardlow could be a star if you hand Wardlow over to the ladies and let the ladies dictate what Wardlow need to be doing. Remember, Andrade was doing just fine with Zelina Vega because that motherfucker sexy, getting in there doing them little moves and shit, and we loved every minute of it. Only problem with him is they wasn't booking him right. Now Andrade's not even on fucking TV. So I don't know about Swerve. He sound kind of weird anyway. Like his tone is off. Like, and I'm not really feeling him ever since he went all nuts because of the top 500, top 50 for the black wrestlers, and he was feeling some kind of way, and it was all weird and shit. But that's what I think. What y'all think? Is AEW having a women problem because they don't got good storylines for the women, or just simply because they're not family friendly and they're not targeting the women? I'm not watching AEW for no fucking storyline. Who the fuck would they even put in a storyline that got something to do with like housewives type shit? Who fucking who you gonna do it with? Like, let's be for real. You gonna put Ruby Soho in a entanglement with the House of Black? Like, come on, Swerve, and tell that other guy if he need to read the fucking room before he makes some stupid comments about what's fake and what's real. I'm gonna leave it right here. This is Wrestle Color Podcast. I see you on the next one. Later.